Hello friends, today we are going to start our new topic, Operation Research. In this paper there are 5 units. These are some contents. Then these are some references. G. Hadley Nonlinear, Mokhtar, Taha, Rao, Gupta, Hira, D.S. Hira, then Kambo, Hillier, Kanti Swarup, Gupta and Manmohan. Okay. Then what is Operation Research? What is the introduction? It is generally agreed that OR came into the existence as a discipline during the World War II. The war involved strategic and tactical problem. The war involved strategic and tactical problem which were so complicated that to expecting adequate solution from individuals or specialists in a single discipline was unrealistic. Therefore, groups of individuals who collectively were considered specialists in mathematics, economics, engineering, behavioral science and physical sciences, then probability theory were formed as a special unit within the armed forces to deal with strategic and tactical problems of various military operations. Such groups were first formed in England and in United States. The name Operation Research was apparently coined because the team was carrying out research on operations as a Blackett Circus. Blackett is the name of scientist, or under the leadership of Professor P.M.S. Blackett, was attached to the radar operation research unit and assigned the problem of analyzing the coordination of radar equipment at gun site. Then history of OR in India. In India, Operation Research came into the existence with the opening of an OR unit in 1949 at the Regional Research Laboratory at Hyderabad. The OR unit under the Professor P.C. Mohalbonis was established in 1953 in the Indian Statistical Institute, Calcutta, to apply OR methods in national planning and survey. That is the historical development of OR in India as well as in world. And then in short, we introduce OR. OR came into existence whenever resources were less and planning and scheduling was needed to utilize them efficiently and effectively. Okay. Then there are some definitions of Operation Research. The many authors are define OR in many ways or in different ways. We see some definitions by some authors. Now, first definition by H.M. Wagner. OR is a scientific approach to problem solving for executive management. Then next definition by Morse and Kimball. OR is a scientific method of providing executive department with a quantitative basis for decision regarding the operation under their control. After that, E.L. Arnoff and M.I. Netzorg define it. OR. Then Thomas L. Sathe and Fabriska and Tongerson define OR. Okay. Some means many author defines OR in many ways. We see only some of the definition, and you can use any one of the definition. Okay. Then the main purpose of OR is to minimize the cost for superior quality. What is the main purpose of OR? To minimize the cost for superior quality. Then after that, characteristics of OR. These are some essential characteristics of OR. First one is system orientation of OR, then use of interdisciplinary team, then application of scientific method, then uncovering of new problems, then improvement in the quality of decision, and then use of the computer. These are the some characteristics of OR. Okay, these are the some basic introduction of operation research. It contains some definition, uses and characteristics. Now, our main topic is unit number 1. In unit 1, there are some topics: LPP, then linear programming problem, mathematical formulation, then graphical solution, general linear programming problem, simplex method, use of artificial variable, Big M method, duality in LPP, economic interpretation, and dual simplex method. We see one by one. Now, first is linear programming problem or LPP. Also, linear programming problem also defined in many ways. We see any one of the definition. That is, linear programming is a mathematical technique useful for allocation of limited resources to several competing activities on the basis of a given criteria of optimality. You can define LPP in many ways. Okay. Then, structure of linear programming model. There are two types of model. One is general structure and second is assumptions of LP model. In general structure of an LP model contain 4 points: decision variable, objective function, constraint, non-negativity condition. And in assumption of LP model contain divisibility, continuity, certainty, division, certainty or non-negativity, additivity and linearity. Okay. Then our first point is LPP or linear programming problem. Okay. LPP is an optimization method which is applicable for the solution of the problem in which the objective function and the constraint appear as a linear function of the decision variable. Okay. Now, see the mathematical form. Maximize or minimize the function c1 x1 c2 x2 up to cn xn subject to the constraint a11 x1 a12 x2 a13 x3 up to a1n xn less or equal to b1. Then a21 x1 a22 x2 a2n xn less or equal to b2. Then am1 x1 am2 x2 up to amn xn less or equal to bm. And that x1 x2 x3 is the non-negativity condition, means that variable must be positive. This problem is called as general linear programming problem. Here the variable x1 x2 x3 up to xn are called the decision variable. These are called a decision variable. Here c1 c2 c3 up to cn are called as the cost coefficient. And the a11 a12 a13 a21 a22 a2n up to amn am2 up to amn are called as technological coefficient. And that b1 b2 up to bm are called as solution coefficient. Okay. Then we can write the scalar form. Scalar form is the function maxima or minimize. Function f of x is summation cj xj, j varies from 1 to n. Then conditions aij xj less or equal to bi. Then I varies from 1 to m and j varies from 1 to n. And xj is the non-negativity condition, means that variable must be positive. Okay. That is the mathematical formulation. Okay. Here, if we have to determine the values of x1, x2, xn, that is the that is called a decision variable. Then the function either maximum or minimum which satisfy the condition is called as general LPP. Here that f is called as objective function and x1 to xn are called as decision variables. Okay. If the values of unknown, these are the unknown. If the values of unknown x1 to xn which satisfied all the constraint, is called as solution. Means if we obtain the values of x1 to x2 and it satisfied the constraint, then that values is called as solution of LPP. Okay. If this solution satisfies the non-negative restriction, then it is the feasible solution. And any feasible solution is called as optimal solution. Okay. then the most important thing is f minimum equal to minus of f maximum and f maximum equal to minus of f minimum. Okay, then the next point is slack variable. Now what is this slack variable? Suppose our constant is a11 x1 plus a12 x2 less or equal to b1. If we have to convert that less or equal to sign to equal to sign, then we add some variable. Here we add because the constants are less or equal to type. Then we add here any variable, that is suppose s1. Then that variable is called as slack variable. When we use slack variable, the इक्वलिटी साइन इज लेस और इक्वल टू टाइप. जब लेस और इक्वल टू साइन को आपको इक्वल टू में कन्वर्ट करना है तो हम एक वेरिएबल ऐड करेंगे, उस वेरिएबल को क्या करेंगे हम? स्लैक वेरिएबल. ओके, सिमिलरली अगर इक्वलिटी साइन ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू टाइप है और हमें इसको इक्वल टू में कन्वर्ट करना है तो हम क्या करेंगे? यहाँ पे वेरिएबल माइनस करेंगे और आप कोई भी वेरिएबल ले सकते हैं, s1 s2 s3 जो भी आपको लेना है वो. जस्ट दैट सबट्रैक्ट दैट वेरिएबल फ्रॉम दैट कंस्टेंट, देन दैट वेरिएबल इज कॉल्ड एज सरप्लस वेरिएबल. ओके, देखो स्लैक वेरिएबल क्या करना है? ऐड करना है. कब? जब साइन लेस और इक्वल टू है, और जब साइन ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू है तो हमें वेरिएबल सबट्रैक्ट करना है, उसको कहेंगे हम सरप्लस वेरिएबल. ओके, द नेक्स्ट इज आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल. अब आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल क्या है? अगर सपोज a11 x1 प्लस a12 x2 इज इक्वल टू b1 है, अगर साइन इक्वल टू टाइप है, ये हमारा कांस्टेंट है तो हम इसको एज इट इज नहीं रखेंगे, हमें इसमें एक वेरिएबल ऐड करना है. मीन्स ए हो जाएगा कन्वर्शन इसका a11 x1 प्लस a12 x2 प्लस a1 इज इक्वल टू b1. दैट a1 इज कॉल्ड एज आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल. आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल मीन्स जब भी आपको एलपीपी सॉल्व करना है तो पहले हम क्या करेंगे? कांस्टेंट को इक्वल टू टाइप में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. अगर आपको कन्वर्ट करना है लेस और इक्वल टू है तो वेरिएबल ऐड करना पड़ेगा, उसको कहेंगे स्लैक वेरिएबल. ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू है तो उसको उसमें से हम वेरिएबल सबट्रैक्ट करेंगे, उसको करेंगे सरप्लस वेरिएबल. लेकिन अगर इक्वल टू टाइप दिया हुआ है फिर भी हमें उसमें एक वेरिएबल ऐड करना पड़ेगा, उसको कहेंगे हम आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल. ओके, आफ्टर दैट see some examples. Write the standard form of following LPP. LPP दिए हमें f of x equal to 2x1 minus x2 plus x3. Then conditions are x1 minus 2x2 plus 3x3 greater or equal to 7. Then x1 minus x2 minus x less or equal to 5. Then x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x less or equal to 2. और नॉन निगेटिविटी कंडीशन दी हुई है, मीन ऑल दैट वेरिएबल मस्ट बी पॉजिटिव, क्योंकि हमें इसकी वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी है. देन अब देखो यहाँ पे मैक्सिमाइज है, यहाँ पे लेस और इक्वल टू साइन है, मीन से बराबर है. अगर यहाँ पे अगर सपोज यहाँ पे मिनिमाइज रहता और साइन लेस और इक्वल रहता तो पहले हमको ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन को कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. देन मैक्सिमाइज फंक्शन, हाँ यहाँ पे देखो लेस और इक्वल टू साइन है तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसमें स्लैक वेरिएबल ऐड करना है. मीन्स इसको इक्वल टू टाइप में यहाँ पे x1 माइनस 2x2 प्लस 3x3 प्लस s1. देन यहाँ पे प्लस s2 प्लस s3. अब यहाँ पे हम 3 वेरिएबल ऐड कर दे. When we add this slack or surplus variable into constraint, at the same time we have to add this variable to the objective function. और इसके कोएफिशिएंट क्या आएंगे? 0, बिकॉज हियर वी ऐड दिस वेरिएबल. सो 0s1 प्लस 0s2 प्लस 0s3. व्हेन वी ऐड दिस स्लैक वेरिएबल, सरप्लस वेरिएबल और आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल टू द कंस्टेंट, एट द सेम टाइम वी हैव टू ऐड दिस वेरिएबल विथ 0 कोएफिशिएंट in the objective function. Okay, and that is the standard form of LPP. Means we convert that LPP into standard form in this way. Then assumption of LPP, assumption of linear programming problem. The following 4 assumptions are made to the linear programming problem. First is linearity, then divisibility, then non-negativity, then additivity. Now what is linearity? The suppose for example number of colleges is directly proportional to the student. That is the linearity assumption. Means the amount of resources required for a given activity level is directly proportional to the level of that activity. मीन्स जितने भी आपको कॉलेज है आपके पास उतने प्रोपोर्शनल नंबर में आपको क्या चाहिए, स्टूडेंट चाहिए. मीन्स जितना डेटा है उतना आप सब मीन्स और क्या कह सकते हैं इन जनरल जितने आपके पास वही बेस्ट है. ठीक है, नंबर ऑफ कॉलेजेस इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज डिविजिबिलिटी. दिस मीन्स दैट फ्रैक्शनल वैल्यूज ऑफ द डिसीजन वेरिएबल्स आर परमिटेड. इन डिविजिबिलिटी we permit fractional values. Then non-negativity, this means that the decision variables are permitted to have only the value which are greater than or equal to 0. Okay, means all the values must be positive. Then additivity, this means that the total output for a given combination of the activity level is the algebraic sum of the output of the each individual. Okay, these are some assumptions of LP problem. Then method of solving LPP. There are so many methods, but in our syllabus there are only few methods. That is graphical method. Then first is graphical. Then second is simplex method. Then Bingham method, and then duality simplex method. Duality method or dual simplex method. Now first of all we see graphical method. Graphical method. What is the graphical method? Plot all the constraints and identify the visible region. First we have to plot the constraint and identify the visible region. Then identify the common visible region and its corner point, that is vertices of the visible region. Then identify the optimal solution at the corner point if exist. Okay, these are the main 3 points. First point is we have to plot the constraint, then identify the common visible region and corner point, then identify the optimal solution. Okay. Then the most important note is here. Remember that note for all methods for solving LPP. If all the constraints are greater than equal to type, then solution region is unbounded. देखो यहाँ पे अगर आपकी constraint greater than equal to type है तो आपका solution region क्या आएगा, unbounded. If all the constraints are less than or equal to type है, then region is bounded or feasible region. ये note most important note है. Okay. Now we shall start our first method, graphical method. Once a problem is formulated as mathematical model, the next step is to solve the problem. To get the optimal solution. LPP with only 2 variables present, a simple case for which the solution can be derived using graphical method. Graphical method provide a pictorial representation of the solution process. The method consists of following steps: represent the given problem in a mathematical form, draw x1 and x2 axes, plot each of the constraints on the graph, identify the feasible region. Okay.